Shalom, shalom, family. Shalom, shalom, family. How y'all doing? Brother Jeremiah. Today I'll do a Sabbath class. Excuse me for a second. Today's Sabbath class will be whose image are we made in? As we go through life, we actually take part in several different images. We have ourselves, who we attain to be. But then we have those who are around us. They view us in a certain light, or they put us in a certain box to how they think that we should act and how we should react to things. And sometimes they even tell us who we are, even though that's not who we really are. But sometimes others' opinion dictates of how we are seen. It can even get to a point where it takes the place of our own opinion. Just because somebody called me such and such don't mean that's who really I am. And that goes through having self-esteem. Having self-esteem, building us up, realizing who we truly are. When we realize who we truly are as a person, as people, as a family, then there's nothing in the world that anyone can say to us that would dictate our actions or dictate how we live or dictate how we go through life. We have a lot of people in our lives that manipulate us or manipulate us to get the things that they want. It depending on how they feeling at the time. Only time we can really see this manipulation or is when we open our eyes and focus in on what's best for us and who is best for us. And that's the Most High. That's God. I'm gonna get started today. It's been a long time since I did a class, and brother been struggling for a little while, but all praises to the Most High that He has brought me through and put me on a path towards His righteousness. I know I ain't perfect, and that's one thing that a lot of people put upon you. They think just because you fall or you make a mistake, they hold you to who you used to be or what you may have done, not knowing that when times that you make mistake or if you fall, sometimes we punish ourselves more than what others put upon us, because that's not truly who we are. Just because our actions are such don't mean who we truly are. Sometimes situations put us in situations where we end up acting out of character. But that doesn't dictate. Our actions don't dictate who we are. Okay. One thing about it, God has perfect knowledge of who we are. Let's go to Psalms 139. Psalms 139. It says, "Oh Lord, you have searched me and known me." God knows us. He knows everything about us. He knows when we wake up in the morning, when we lying down. People may see us with our head down or not seeing the word, and they think that we have an attitude or that we are feeling some kind of way or we got something against them, but not knowing the things that we may have got going on personal in our lives. They're not with us 24 hours a day. They don't know the times in the middle of the night where you crying out to God, asking God for help, asking for a release, asking for change, asking for a way out. And that's why it's important for us just to seek God and wonder and worry about how God sees us and not as man sees us. To some people, they just look at you, they can call you anything but a child of God because of your appearance to where you are. But you can be totally different to what they see you as. Okay, I'll go to get things started. And let's go to Sirach. Let's go to Sirach 19 and verse 11. Sirach is located in the Apocrypha. Okay, Sirach 19 and 11. Let me get the King James version of that. It says, a fool traileth with a word, as a woman in labor of a child. It says, a fool travaileth with a word, as a woman in labor of a child. And that goes through life. We may have had our ups and downs. We have made our mistakes, but we start to turn our life around. But when others see us, they still see that wrong that we have done or they have thought we have done. Because sometimes we can be in a situation where someone have thought we have done nothing, but we haven't did anything. Sometimes people see is very envy of us or jealous of us, and they'll put rumors out about us saying that we are a certain type of way when they don't even know us in the first place. Shalom, shalom. They don't know us in the first place to be talking about us or to be judging us, but because something they heard, they ready to just throw it all upon us. And some people do that because one, they may be going through something in their life and they're going through a certain thing, and in order to make themselves feel better, they have to look for wrong in other people in order to justify, say, well, I'm doing this, well, at least I'm not doing what this person is doing. And sometimes when people see us doing things, they'll hold that thing. They won't forgive us. They'll hold that thing. So the reason why they hold that thing, so that if they get caught into something, or if something come up and you come to and say, hey man, what are you doing? They can say, don't, you can't talk. You can't talk. You can't say anything. Look what you doing. So we got to be careful on that, because people will take things, will hold a word, or as I said, a fool travaileth with a word. They'll hold that word inside them, and it'll shake them to their core, just waiting for opportunity to use it against you. So we got to be careful on that. We really got to be careful on that. Really, really careful. And that's why it's important for us truly, truly to realize that we are more than what this world say we are. We are more than what our families think we are. A lot of us are still living off of the image that our parents set forth for us when we was a child. A lot of people still pushing towards that perfection or pushing back to what we used to be instead of pushing towards what God wants us to be or design us to be. And that's why a lot of depression come in. We have disappointments in life and things that happen. And because we didn't accomplish those things, or we may have took the wrong path, we look back and it's like, wow, I used to be that. I used to be beautiful. I used to be able to do this. I had this. I can't believe I let this go. I accomplished this in my life. And we hold to that, and it depresses us in our new life. And that's not fair. That is not fair. We can't go back and change our past. But one thing we can do is wake up each and every morning and start a new one. I don't have to be who I was 5 years ago. I don't have to be who I was 2 weeks ago. I can be a new creature. I can be a new creation. I don't have to be dictated by me as. I can be who God wants me to be. Psalms 139:1 says, "Oh Lord, you have searched me and known me. You know my sitting down and my rising up." God knows us. He knows every piece of hair on our head. He knows the twists and turns that our life is going to take before we even take part in it. But he knows the outcome. He knows that we're going to be victorious at the moment. We're going to be victorious at the end. Says, you understand my thought of far off. And that's one thing about when you're going through things in life, and sometimes you're going through deep depression or things that you can't control or you want to move on from, it's hard to find someone to talk to, because sometimes people just don't understand. Even family, they just don't understand. Friends, sometimes they just don't understand what you're going through. And it feels like you're alone. You don't got no one to talk to. But one thing about the Bible, this is what David said. It says, you understand my thought afar off. So God, he understands our thoughts. He understands our thoughts. He understands our future thoughts. He knows what we're going to go through. Sometimes we struggle in life and we know that our life ain't right. Things fall apart. Sometimes when trouble comes in, it comes in like a flood. We try to see our way out of it, but it takes our focus, it takes our mind, and we go through it. We go through it, we push through it. But at the same time, everything that's around us is still functioning as normal. Why? Because that's the time that God carried us. That's the time he took care of us. He knew from afar off that we was going to go through what we was going through. We wonder why people just appear at certain times in our lives and they be that positive influence in our lives, or opportunities pop up out of nowhere. It's because God already knows what's about to come in the future, what's about to happen in our lives. So he put that comfort, that way of escape in our path so that we can follow in order to escape our personal hells that we go through at times. It says, behold, Lord, you know it all together. You have hedged me behind and before, and laid your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high. I cannot attain it. Sometimes we try to figure out our situation. We try to figure out what's going on. We question God. We like, why am I going through this? Why am I always have to go through something? The reason why we're going through something is because we are built for better. It's just like a diamond. A diamond is beautiful, perfect, and it's hard. You can use a diamond to cut things. But when that diamond come out of the ground, that diamond is rough. It's rough. It's covered with dirt. It's dirty. That diamond has to be placed in pressures. Pressure has to be applied to that diamond in order to break all those things that is holding it back from being its true self or being its perfect quality. And that's why that's just like situations in our life. Situations in our life and things in our past clings to us just like that, just like that coating on that dirty diamond, that rocky ore material on that diamond. It clings to us and it holds us back. Reason why it holds us back, even though we're still not, we're not going through the things that we went through, but it's still in our mind. And that's what's holding us back, is because we keep thinking about the same negativity, the same garbage over and over and over again, even though we left it years in the past and it's gone and nothing we can do to change it. But yet we still worry about the same things that have gone on in our life. When God said that when we ask for forgiveness, he forgive us, he throws in the sea of forgiveness, never to return again. So if we want to be in the image of God, shouldn't we do the same thing with the things that have happened in our past? Instead of holding on to the hurt that our mother had done in the past, our father has done in the past, or this person done in the past, why let that thing bound us and cause us to walk as slaves? Why not just push that away and just stand up and just forget about it and create a new life for ourselves? And that's through God. Why do you think when he says that when he forgives us, he throws it into a sea of forgiveness, never to appear again? Why? If God forgets something and he's created all, why can't we? And we got to let go of that pain. Just let it go. That past pain, that hurt, just let it go. We got to let it go. We cannot let our past define us. We can't allow what people think of us. Just because somebody like you, hey, who are they? If I'm pushing towards God and trying to do the best I can and you don't like me, that's their problem. Really, if somebody got an opinion of us or don't like us, then that's really their problem. They can think whatever they want to think in their mind. Just like we got the power to think what we want to think. They have the power to think what they think. Just because they think that way, that doesn't mean that it has to be so. I don't have to be that person who they think I am. I don't have to do the things that they think I am. That's their problem. I have my own mind. God gave me choices. God gave me the ability to think for myself. He gave it. God gave it. So then if God gave us these things, God gave us a sound mind, then why do we give those gifts away to someone else? If we continue doing that, then who are we trying to please? God or them? Or are they our God? Do we worship them? Is their opinion that important that it has reign over our lives? Why? We got to let it go. And that's one thing that I had to come to realization. I can't go back and change the past. I have to move forward. I got to move forward. No matter what anybody opinion they have of me, I have to move forward. Just because my mom or my father or anybody have disappointed me in the past or did me wrong in the past doesn't mean I have to keep dwelling on it years and years in the future. We should want to live a good life, live in peace. Says, and laid your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. Look at things that we are missing out. when we pay more attention to others than God. Look at the things that he has given us. If we just concentrate on him and ascertain the wonderful things that come to him, we wouldn't be able to ascertain what our true potential is. I'm going to say I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. That's true. Where can I go from your spirit? Or where can I flee from your presence? So where can I go? Where can I go from your spirit, or where can I flee from your presence? No matter where we go, no matter what we be, no matter what situation it is, no matter how down we have fallen, no matter the deep, dark hurt that we face, no matter the pain, he is there with us, because we can't escape his love, because he is always present. Friends may walk away from us, family may leave us, but he is always there. So why should we worry about what others think of us? When God, he's the ultimate judge. He sees us at night. No matter what rumors or whatever anyone say about us, or whatever negativity people got to say about us, if God didn't say it, then it's not true. We know who we are. And we have to accept who we are. It says, if I make my bed in hell, behold, you are there. Hell, when we all have went through our personal hells, been in situations that we thought would never end. Some situations where we was afraid for people to mention it. People look at a hell as a physical place. But don't you know, if we take ourselves through depression, and let others dictate who we are and put us in a place where we're not mentally well, or we don't have that self-confidence, that's a personal hell. Anytime you don't have a sound mind, that's going through hell. That's hell. Because you don't know what to do. You don't know how to get out of it. You turn to things in order to erase the pain. You see your life spiral down. But God, he's still there. He's just waiting on us to open our eyes and realize our true potential and who we truly are. He said, if I take wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there your hand shall lead me. Look at that. God is still leading us. Even though we tripped and fall, he's there to reach out his hand to help us get back up. He said a righteous man falls 7 times, but getting back up. And then he'd lead us. He leads us. And when that pain just racks through our body, and that pain goes through our mind, and nobody else cares, and if everybody else turn their back on us, God is there to hold us. Say, if I say, surely the darkness shall fall upon me, even the night shall be light upon me. So as David said right there, he said, even though it's night, it can be pitch black. Can't see around us. But because God is in the midst, it will be as it was light. As it was light. So David's letting us know, no matter what situation that we go through, God is with us. Why? Because we was made in his image. And if we come to truly realize that we was truly made in his image, then we will realize that he has our back no matter what. And all we got to do is step towards him. But if we worry about what everybody else say and try to live in the image that they put forth for us, oh, that he's no good. Oh, he's such and such. She's such and such. That's going to give us nothing but depression. Why? Because we're trying to please someone that has no power. They can't even take care of themselves. But God said we were made in his image. So if we was made in his image, so his opinion is the only thing that really truly matters. Let's read some more about God and how he will be with us. It says, if I say surely the darkness shall follow me, even the night shall be light about me. Indeed, the darkness shall not hide from you, but the night shines as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to you, for you form my inward parts. You cover me in my mother's womb. I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Listen to this. He said, I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. God said we are fearfully and wonderfully made. Sometimes people put things upon us or treat a certain kind of way because they fear us. They fear the God that's within us. They fear the blessing that is upon our lives. The more things that come upon us is the more praise we should give God, because that means that, hey, it must be something that God has placed in me in order to make the devil mad. We got to realize that and get our self-confidence back. Because listen what the things that David is saying to God. And we place ourselves in the situation because God loves us the same. It says, I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Those that say you are nothing, you're no good, you ugly, you don't got no sense. No matter what people say about you, that is not the truth. It don't matter what they say. They didn't create you. But this is what your creator said. Through David says, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. You're wonderful. You're awesome. There's no one like you. When we think that no one loves us, we got a God that loves us so much that he covered us in our mother's womb. He formed our inward parts. He made us. He loves us. Says, my frame was not hidden from you. When I was made in secret and skillfully wrought in the lowest part of the earth, your eyes saw my substance being yet unformed, and in your book they all were written, the days fashioned for me. When as yet there was none of them. How precious also are your thoughts to me, O God! How great is the sum of them! If I should count them, they should be more in number than the sand. Mm. When I awake, I am still with you. Oh, that you would slay the wicked, O God. Depart from me, therefore, you bloodthirsty men. See, when people attack us, they out for blood. They're out for our blood. They out to hurt us, to tear us down. But we got to take a stand against that and stand on God. Says depart from it. We gotta rebuke them, push them away. Like, hey, that's your opinion of me, and I'm not responsible for what you think of me. I'm only responsible for what God thinks of me. And that's all I have to think about. Because you truly don't know me. You don't know me. For they speak, for they speak against you wickedly. Your enemies take your name in vain. Just because someone call themselves, say themselves a Christian or say the word God, don't mean that they're God. There's people that take upon those titles or claim to be someone they're not, but will do you more wrong than anybody in the world. So you just got to be careful. That's why we got to test the spirit by the spirit. If they truly who they say they are, then they will show signs. They will bear fruit. We got to be stop being so quick to give away our power, give away our hearts, give away our mind. Do I not hate them, O Lord, who hate you? David has said, do I not hate them, O Lord, that hate you? Said God said, I hate what David said, Lord, I hate what you hate. He says, and do I not loathe those who rise up against you? I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them my enemies. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my anxieties, and see there is any wicked in me. So when people throw us down or kick us down, we got to go to God and say, God, search me. I know they're saying this and saying that. And that's the problem with the world. They believe everything somebody has to say. Why? Because this world is built on entertainment. Why do you think reality shows and everything is so popular? Because people love drama. People love drama. Drama is entertaining. So people are going to come for you. People are going to talk about you. People are going to gossip behind your back, even your family. Even those who close to you will tear you down, even though that's not you. If you step on somebody's feet the wrong way or make a mistake and they think that you have done the wrong, they will tear you down. Call you everything, even things that you are truly not. Why? Because they're hurt. They feel wronged. They want revenge. They upset at you, so they want the whole world to be upset at you. You hurt their feelings, so they want the whole world to hurt. They want everybody against you. And the bad things about it is people, you may not have even did anything to anybody at all. You may have just been walking and just bumped into somebody and not even realize you did somebody wrong, but because you didn't turn around and apologize to them, you're the worst person in the world. So look how easy it is for us to offend people. So why should we worry about what people say about us or care about what people think about us? We should only care about what God say, because at the end of the day, the same people that talking about us will be in the same line we are on Judgment Day. So if God formed us in the womb, and at the end we're going to be judged by him, then who should we be worrying about? We're missing the road to the promised land because we're worrying about signs that are backwards. And the people that talk about it, all they is just backwards signs, wrong way signs. We can't stop our journey just because it rained. We got to turn on the windshield wipers and push through. We can't stop our journey just because a tree fall in the road. We got to find another route and get to what we need to get to. And just like Paul said, I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. And I know that there's raised for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day. We should be running towards our crowns, towards our blame. Not worrying about what the world think about us. And I know the world is very crazy right now, very, very crazy right now. But God is still in charge. He's still in control. He is still in control. And the world may not have the answers that it needed, but God does. And it's time for us to turn to Him. Turn to Him. And it says, search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my anxieties. And see if there is any wicked anxiety. Anxiety is terrible. We go through anxiety, go through stress, but we shall make it through. It says, and see if there's any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Lead me in the way everlasting. So we got to walk towards that way of everlasting, of peace. Peace. So if we were made in the image of God, then why are we letting others determine who we are? Why are we letting our negative minds determine what path we should take? Let's follow God. And let's think with positivity. Every time somebody throw a negative, let's throw positive out there. Because that's the only way. And another thing, we got to stop playing the victim. We got to stop playing the victim. Because when we play the victim, that's a stronghold for us. It's like putting handcuffs on us. It hinders us from moving forward. We become a slave to that thing. And we shouldn't let anything enslave us. Because we're free. We're free. We're free from labels. And we're free from other people's thoughts. Be who we truly are in God. Just be ourselves. And stop letting others dictate who we are. Because they ain't right themselves. Because they truly knew who they were. They wouldn't cast any stones towards your way. But help you get to where you need to be. Because we are all brothers and sisters. But sometimes as siblings, they get jealous of each other and they try to fight or try to dim each other's shine for attention. Or because the other may not be getting the things that the others getting. But don't allow anything to stop us. Because we are truly children of God. And He is truly with us. And He knows that. He has written that. And we have been told that time and time again. And the only way we can get there is we truly believe that we are God's. That we truly are the children of God. And that there's no weapon that formed against us shall ever prosper. And with that, brothers and sisters, I thank y'all for tuning in today. Say this is my first class back. If anyone have any questions, please put it in the chat box. But other than that, brothers and sisters, y'all have a good evening. And remember, don't allow anybody's thoughts or opinions of you keep you from getting where God wants us to be. Only thing matters what God wants for us or what He thinks about us. With that, brothers and sisters, I'm going to say shalom.